Inside gas stations, mini-marts, and smoke shops, dangerous drugs sold in plain sight. Big, colorful canisters, nitrous oxide, marketed for whipping cream, but far more often inhaled for a quick high, leading to addiction, serious health problems, even death. I'm Kyle Iboshi, investigative reporter with KGW. Over the past 6 months, we've followed this story from the corner market to the emergency room, exposing a legal loophole. Our reporting raised public awareness, and Oregon lawmakers passed a bill making it more difficult for young people to buy nitrous. But more needs to be done. Health officials say the number of dangerous cases involving nitrous keep climbing.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Avenue.
Thank you. Tell me exactly what happened.
So there's a person using nitrous oxide. He is endangering his life.
When police and medics arrived at Nick Harbor's Southeast Portland home, they discovered a man unable to break from his addiction.
How long have you been doing this?
Despite knowing the harm to himself and seeing the heartbreak of others, he continued to inhale.
Would you like to go get checked out and maybe come down from this a little bit?
His craving for nitrous oxide was louder than reason.
It was a hard day. That was a hard day.
The 45-year-old survived his darkest days and recovered from the depths of addiction.
This is the biggest health epidemic, I think, that people don't even know about yet.
For years, people used small doses of nitrous oxide or whippets as a party drug by inhaling small cartridges used to make whipped cream. Recently, though, health officials have become increasingly concerned about nitrous oxide and its potential harm. Social media is full of clips showing young people taking rips of nitrous. As you might imagine, depriving your brain of oxygen in favor of laughing gas can lead to serious health problems.
It's not a safe way to, get high or whatever.
Life was filled with adventure for Vito Oliveri and his fiancée, Emily Shuford. The young couple loved to explore new places and outdoor experiences.
We would go to Vegas and Phoenix and California.
Arizona, Bend a lot.
But these days, just getting around their Gresham home is a journey. Both Vito and Emily use a walker.
It's a lot different, for sure.
They have trouble with strength and balance due to nerve damage caused by inhaling nitrous.
I completely lost it and I couldn't walk. I had to physically learn how to walk again.
Initially, Vito and Emily started by inhaling little whippets. They liked the euphoric effect. But as their addiction grew, they turned to larger cylinders of gas that were delivered to their home.
I've never really been addicted to something, and this thing really got a hold of us.
In April of 2022, Vito started showing signs of nerve damage from prolonged use of nitrous oxide. His legs started to shake.
The first thing I noticed was tingling, in my toes, pins and needles.
Emily had similar symptoms.
I got the tightness in my ankles.
They'd both be hospitalized. Doctors explained that the nitrous oxide created a vitamin B12 deficiency, which left them both temporarily paralyzed.
If you want to keep walking, don't do it.
This young couple has come to realize that life may never be the same. Long hikes and outdoor adventures have been replaced with physical therapy.
I would just go as far to say I just don't even think it should be regulated. I think it should be completely banned.
In mid-March, the FDA warned intentional misuse of nitrous oxide can lead to serious adverse health events, including death. Data from the Oregon Poison Center shows a spike in cases, from 15 calls in 2023 to 56 last year.
The increased use is being seen very prominently among young people, so ages 20 to 40, but particularly 20 to 29.
Dr. Courtney Temple, an assistant professor of emergency medicine at OHSU, believes this surge in cases could be linked to social media, increased availability, and creative marketing.
Well, the packaging now has become very bright, very colorful.
Bro, you can't go for 5 seconds without hitting on that thing?
I can go.
Feeding his addiction was just a few steps away. Nick Harbour bought canisters of nitrous oxide at the corner market.
When I discovered these new tanks that were available, that were about the size of a 1 liter or 2 liter Coke bottle, that you could just go get at the gas station, that's when it really took off for me.
As nitrous has grown in popularity, it's become widely available and is being sold in bigger, brighter tanks with candy-like flavors.
It really does kind of blow my mind.
And you don't have to look far to find it. A huge banner outside this gas station in southeast Portland advertises Galaxy Gas, generic shorthand for nitrous oxide. Walk inside the store and you'll find a wide selection of loud and colorful canisters.
What's your biggest tank you got?
The enormous 4-liter tanks sell for almost $200. There are smaller, less expensive options available too. Plenty of them.
He is heavy.
We found nitrous oxide available all over town. It's sold in neighborhood mini-marts.
Can I see that Exotica whip?
In Oregon, you've just got to be 18 years old to buy it. Convenience stores have a variety of brands and flavors.
Fruit punch, cosmic grape, strawberry stardust.
And gas stations? It's as easy to buy nitrous oxide as a soda or a bag of chips. Just ask and it's yours.
Big sucker, huh? Space gas, strawberry stardust.
These products, with their fun-sounding names like Space Gas, are being promoted in bright neon lights and colorful storefront displays.
Some bold advertising for Whip It.
And online, customers can buy as much nitrous oxide as they want. eBay and Amazon have all kinds of brands, colors, and flavors.
So how's this legal? Well, that's where things get interesting. Federal law prohibits the sale of nitrous oxide for recreational use, inhaling it.
But companies can get around that if they say it's for food use only. Look closely. There's often a disclaimer in the packaging. This loophole allows them to sell it legally as a culinary product, say for making whipped cream.
Would you ever use something like this?
No, I've never in my professional career of baking in, 18 years, used nitrous oxide in any application.
Portland chef Lisa Clark, owner of Petunia's Pies and Pastries, says an enormous canister of nitrous in the kitchen just doesn't make sense.
If you're going to make whipped cream, typically you would just whip it with a KitchenAid, a mixer, and a whip attachment and sweeten it. You're not going to use flavored nitrous oxide.
This growing industry appears to have been built around exploiting this loophole. Mini-marts and gas stations suddenly have shelves filled with nitrous, sold in sizes absurd for chefs, but ideal for huffing.
I think that this is actually one of the biggest problems with why we're seeing this as a health epidemic, is because this is not even sold as something like alcohol or marijuana where it's designed to be ingested. This is being sold as a food service industry product.
But the greatest risk of all, what people do while huffing the drug. Life is short, and Carl Curtis didn't waste a day. He never slowed down, according to his son, not even at 79.
He was 79, but he was in better shape than me.
Carl and his longtime partner, Yvonne Levy, loved to bike, hike, and run.
So they were traveling the world running marathons together. They did the Great Wall Marathon in China. Then, where are you headed now, Dad? Oh, we're off to Belgium to run a marathon there.
But on May 14th, 2022, the couple's journey came to an end.
Yeah. I'll never forget it.
Carl's son got the call. His father and Yvonne had been killed in a crash just hours after attending a family wedding.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. Still don't want to believe it.
According to police, the driver of this red Mazda veered across multiple lanes of Highway 20 in Lynn County, slamming head-on into Carl and Yvonne's silver sedan. The driver of that red Mazda, Robert Prettyman, survived, along with his 3-year-old daughter, who was a passenger in the car. Investigators said Prettyman was impaired. A search of his car found 46 used Whippet brand nitrous oxide canisters, court records show, and another 78 unused chargers in his daughter's Minnie Mouse backpack. A judge sentenced Prettyman to 8 years in prison for manslaughter.
The fact that this guy had over 70 cans of this nitrous in his daughter's backpack. I was like, who does this?
Nitrous oxide chargers are intended for bakers and baristas to make whipped cream, or so the label says. but it's being misused by people inhaling the gas to get high.
I didn't even realize I didn't know what whippets were, until this happened.
The sale of nitrous oxide for recreational use or huffing is technically illegal, but businesses can get away with it by saying it's for food purposes.
They're marketing this, but saying, we found a loophole, use it for culinary use.
There is no meaningful federal regulation of the sale of nitrous. In a statement, the FDA said it is tracking dangerous incidents related to nitrous oxide misuse and will take appropriate actions to protect the public health. But for some, it's too late. In 2020, a driver who'd been huffing nitrous oxide crashed into an urgent care near St. Louis, Missouri, killing 25-year-old Marissa Paulette. Her family sued. A jury awarded them $745 million, largely blaming the company behind Whippet chargers. United Brands did not respond to our request for comment. At trial, the family's attorney, Johnny Simon, presented evidence, including depositions from the company's CEO and a United Brands sales rep.
When you're a salesperson, you just want to make a sale and you don't really think about what other people are selling it for.
Oregon State Police admit they don't specifically track the number of crashes involving nitrous oxide, but a quick scan of police records found at least 22 arrests or accidents over the past 6 years involving inhalants, including that fatal crash in Lynn County that cut short the lives of Carl Curtis and Yvonne Levy.
My dad, the epitome of health, I really thought he was going to outlive me. I really did.
Prosecutors and police admit there are probably a lot more of these cases that we don't know about. Nitrous oxide can be difficult to detect. It leaves the bloodstream quickly. There's no roadside test. And by the time police get a blood draw following a crash, there's often little or no trace of the drug. Cities and states across the country have passed laws restricting access. Last year, Louisiana became the first state to ban the sale of nitrous oxide to the general public.
And you can see the canister that's here before you. That would be over 22,000 servings of whipped cream.
It's also been outlawed in the UK.
Possession of nitrous oxide, also known as laughing gas, is going to be made illegal by the end of the year.
In May, Oregon lawmakers passed a bill making it tougher for kids to access nitrous oxide.
I just don't think that people even realize what this is or what it does or how easy it is to get it.
Representative Emily McIntyre sponsored the bill, requiring anyone buying nitrous canisters to be carded, verifying they're at least 18 years old.
Does it go far enough?
No, not in my opinion.
McIntyre admits it's a first step. She's considering an all-out ban on recreational use of nitrous oxide in Oregon.
There's just really not a lot of reason that I can see that we need it.
Looking back, Nick Harbour has a tough time recognizing himself during his dark days.
I mean, you were out of it.
I was so out of it. I was days into it. I probably hadn't eaten in 2 days.
He was consumed with these big, brightly colored bottles of nitrous.
There's no real reason that such a large industrial amount of whipped cream would be being made in such a way that you would need to go to the gas station at 2 in the morning and buy this kind of stuff.
Nick now leads a nitrous oxide support group called No to N2O and hopes the public will wake up to the dangers of laughing gas.
I'm so glad that you are getting this conversation rolling.
Over the years, public health officials have worked to ban flavored cigarette and restrict fruity vapes, all to keep kids safe. But nitrous oxide? It's available in gas stations, convenience stores, and corner markets, as easy to buy as a candy bar. A dangerous high, hiding in plain sight.